So, are we live? I think we are. Yeah, let me know if I am audible. There'll be a bit of a stream latency for sure.
Hello.
Uh, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Prasanna is here as well. So let's wait for him till uh, he, he arrives here. Prasanna, can you share your camera? We are already live, by the way. Just letting you know. Yeah, so Mihir, Ronit, Kalpesh, how are you guys, by the way? Till Prasanna set up his camera, how are you guys doing? How's life treating you? I have a question today that I met you. I'm assuming that you're trying to say that you want to meet me. If that's the case, then yeah, we are trying for a meetup in Indore. Since I live in Indore, it's kind of convenient for me to arrange a meetup here, and we are trying it for next Saturday. I'm not sure how possible it is at the moment, but we are trying our best to make it happen. The problem is the location, right? So, and the another gray area is how many people are gonna hop in. So, if we decided a location which is public and then there are like shit ton of people that appears, then it would be kind of difficult and embarrassing to handle all of them. And if we decide something private and and we don't have that much of vacancy for people to come in again, so it's like how many people is gonna join and what could be the location and what would we actually do when we meet. It can't be just hey, what's up, I'm here, and you're like, yeah, you're here, okay, bye. So we are trying to arrange something of what can happen in the meetup, right? It has to be like a fruitful meetup, should not be a waste of time for anyone. So we are trying to do that. But yeah, let's see what how it goes. You'll come to know. It would be on the stories if anything like that happens. I want to ask. Yeah, Prasanna, feel free to join. People can hear you, by the way. So there, you might be seeing like the empty space. The Prasanna camera it should be here. He's not here at the moment, but it should be here somewhere. Right? he can be here any moment. I want to ask if कैरेक्टर का जिम में हड्डी क्यों तोड़ते हैं. मैं डीमोटिवेट हो जाता हूँ जब जिम जाने का मूड बनता है. It's okay. So no, it's not visible. If you created a new link, then you might have to share the link with me. Will you upload full video of this stream? Yeah, it will be. It will be available after after the stream ends. You can always go to YouTube Studio LQI Live, and you will see all these live streams over there. Oh, hey, Prasanna is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Prasanna, he's a friend of mine, and he's really good in drawing. And he has been working as FX artist in assemblage, and until assemblage, laid off a bunch of FX artists. Now he's a freelancer, just like all the other people who got laid off. And but Prasanna's specialty, apart from FX, his real specialty, what I see, is in character designs. And making these postures, making these poses. kind of feel so natural when you look at them. Even in the stream thumbnail, if you have seen, the thumbnail that we posted, it's his drawing, and it just looks too good, right? So I called him if he can share the knowledge with you guys, and hopefully you'll learn a lot. So somebody says double sound. Oh, by the way, is it double sound from me or is it from Prasanna?
It was from my side.
Wait. Since there's a bit of a stream echo, so stream latency, so I'll see the replies a bit late. So echo, right? Echo. Okay, I'm trying to see whose stream could it be. Oh, I think I figured out. Okay, stream is 0, because camera is 0. No echo now? No echo now. How did it happen? Like all of a sudden, why is it echoing then? Because technically it shouldn't. I mean, this is foolproof plan. It shouldn't echo. So this is your stream, that is yours, and oh, I think I know why. And yep. And I think I'm sharing my system sound. That could be one of the reason for the echo. Yeah, Prasanna, can you say like hi, hello, whatever?
Voice clear?
Prasanna, hello.
Is my voice clear?
So do you guys hear any sort of echo now?
Hello?
You can unmute yourself from the Discord, Prasanna.
Right, no.
No, okay. So there's no echo. A little bit echo. I'm confused. Why would it be? Let's double check. So this is by OBS. When we go to the stream, you should use Discord audio. That's fine. Echo is coming from my side, not Prasanna. So let's mute this. Let's mute that. And up nahi hai. Okay. All right. So coming back to the topic of he's really good at drawing and what he does. Would you, Prasanna, share your artwork and what you do with the people first, just to let them know what all you have done, and even I want to see some of your artwork. So would you please? Your camera is gone, by the way. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think it is. It sounds clear to me. Prasanna, wait a minute. I think there's no audio from your camera. Yeah.
Is it there now?
Yeah, it is. It is now. It is now.
Okay. So, should I start again, or it was
Yeah,
clear?
it's fine. It's fine. You can just like
Okay.
tell us
So,
short
so
one.
today I will try my okay. So today I will try my best to share my knowledge and my process of creating characters. You can say about gesture, or you can say creating characters and stories. So let's see how it goes. And thank you for coming here and joining this. And thank you,
Yeah.
KY Studios. Okay.
So you're
So,
sharing the stream now?
yeah.
By the way, you're streaming your Instagram as well.
Okay.
Now you're
So,
streaming your WhatsApp.
I will start with my showreel first, and then
Okay.
some drawings. Video. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my animation showreel. Uh, like we are here for character design and all that, but you might not see that character design, all that stuff here. Maybe animations a lot. Can you get excuse me for once?
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
Yeah, yeah, once. Just sorry for that.
Oh, I just heard the echo. Okay, I just heard the echo. So I think what's happening, Prasanna might be hearing me from the speaker and not from the headphone. So that is the echo back. So if I scream really loud, ah, I actually heard myself. I just heard myself from his camera, from his or mic. Yeah, I heard myself again. So I'll have to be kind of, I have to talk at a low volume in order to avoid that echo. Anyway, so while Prasanna is gone, we'll answer all the questions that you guys asked before. Right, so about the meetup. So I think I already answered that about the meetup. But somebody asked कि हड्डी टूटने से all those animation you're kind of demotivated. Uh, so I would say it's not like you should get demotivated from it. It's like you should use the precaution when you're working out, right? And it's more of a funny thing. It's nothing serious. You shouldn't take, first of all, you shouldn't take it very seriously. Second, it should be it's like you should be precautious while working out. Don't ego lift. Don't uh, try to hurt yourself while you're working. It's not always true that no pain no gain. So have a bit of a like plan your workout better to avoid any sort of injuries. That's all those videos are about. Yeah, I hope you have a great workout after this. Anyways, yeah, back to Prasanna.
Okay. So I was just going to share my showreel first. Okay. So let's start.
Yeah, it's all
So
yours.
this is the work like I use to upload studios and all that stuff. So mostly I work at studio. I have tools. So this was my animation showreel. I will share my effects. So before I share, this is what I do exactly in the industry. Like mostly I work on this stuff, like 2D effects, all that stuff. Okay.
Damn, let's go. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff, actually. So, like I mentioned, he's really good with FX, 2D hand-on FX, and I would, we can even have maybe we can another live stream where he tell us more about how to animate FX instead of character designs. But since this stream is already decided, we'll talk more about the character designs. So can you show us the character designs that you had in mind that you wanna teach all of us?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So recently I was working on few characters. Uh, there are three to four characters. So I
Mm-hmm.
will share one, which was kind of an assignment for me.
Sure.
Uh, So first I would like to share this. So this was the assignment I was working on. So here I was trying to create some characters which you can say like belong to India or something like that. Or usually what happens for me at least, since I see a lot of works from out of India and great artists from India. Maybe there are great artists in India like Dr. Kamath. Maybe this was inspired by him. Like he's a great animator, or can say great interesting character. So I was thinking how to show that these characters belong to India, or like the story, how they are waiting for something like bus. And maybe you can see what I was trying to say. Different shapes, language you can see here. Like this is a circle shape. This is again elongated shape. This is a ball in the middle. So I was exploring these kind of stuff. Even I have the first part before this. Say that. Give us-
So you're gonna teach us how to make these kind of shapes now, characters?
Yes, 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 sure, sure.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, we see. So behind all this stuff, this was my rough for this. Then I will show the shape. I was using the shape. So as you can see behind all that line work and color and all that, I had these shapes already planned. Like simple shapes. Right now they are a bit cleaned up, or you can say, but this was the idea behind it. Like this is a bit of triangle. I will shade one more drawing with you. So this is another character. Uh, this is the guy I was trying to make with slingshot, and he's trying to shoot someone. Like in shooting, if you remember, there was a character. Uh, Maybe it was not looking exactly like him, but it was in development stage. So here I cleaned up that character with all the shapes and beautiful color and line art. So it was in my mind. There's one more character.
So Prasanna, I have a question regarding the silhouette that you have shared. Uh, yeah, can you share those silhouettes that you have shown before?
Yeah, yeah.
So regarding the silhouettes, like, did you make them beforehand, just using the lasso tool, or was it like you first lined art or made like rough sketches and then you filled those colors? So this is the result of the line art, and not like just doing it right from the scratch.
Okay. So about that, first I was thinking of the shape. Usually I start with rough and then clear out the shapes how I think. But for this specific assignment, I was starting with shapes, like start with interesting shape. Like what usually happens when you start characters, there are multiple characters. While you end up with the cleanup, you might see that all the characters look similar with the shapes. So for this time, I thought that we'll start with the character design, like the shape language first, so that the base will be different, like the roots will be already different. So when I clean them up, it will be already looking interesting and there will be variety in the characters. That's why I started with the shape at this point. And then once I had a good idea of the character, like the shape of the character, then I started giving different poses to them. For example, if you can see, um,
Oh, उसके बाल गायब हो गए.
okay. So what you can see this first character mm, with mustache. Right now, I was just figuring out the design, like the shape. But in cleaned up version, as you can see, this character ends up in a different pose. So this is what I was planning.
Mm-hmm.
First, I figured these characters, like the shape of the character. And then you can see I was trying the different pose of the character. Like the shape is the same, but now I'm trying to say the story with the character. Like keeping the shapes constant, like how I want them, like
Mm-hmm.
big ball in the center, and then short head, small feet.
Okay, so it's not like those classic technique of making gesture drawings first and then you make rough sketches on top of it and then you make the final character. It's like you just figured out the silhouette first and then you try to make character on it. Is this how you did it?
How you did it? For this assignment, I did it this way, but in lot of cases, I start with the gesture, and sometimes I start with the gesture, like you say, and
Mm-hmm.
then slowly I start to see like this is the shape of the head or the shape look good. Let's use this shape. I do like that stuff, but specific assignment, I started with the shapes, but usually I start with gesture and we I start with cleanup slowly and then see like this shape is working or this shape is not working. Let's use this shape
Mm-hmm.
or let's soften this shape or let's make this shape more sharpy, something like that.
So would it be possible for you to share or to make a silhouette, right now, like if it's not, if it's something that you can do, you can just try to make a character, out of that silhouette shapes.
Yeah, just give me a minute. A second.
Hmm. Okay, I think Prasanna left. It's just us now. He already left the stream. He's like, nah, I'm not doing this. This is too much. This is asking too much. Nice, he's coming back. He'll be back. Oh, he's back. No, he's not. So anyways, there's another question here. जब कैरेक्टर को शेप में ब्रेक करते हैं तो एनिमेट करते टाइम वेट कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं? Just a minute, Prasanna. So if you try to animate a character and you want to distribute the weights, I would suggest just make all of them into bouncing balls, right? And imagine like having multiple bouncing balls together and how they would move. So that way it's easier for you to distribute the weight. Yeah, Prasanna, you're here.
Hello.
Yeah, you're here. I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Prasanna. Are we still here? Hello. I hope I'm still online because this time I think my internet and everything's fine. Last stream was a bit abrupt when a rainstorm broke out in here and my stream just ended all of a sudden.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Prasanna. This time I think his internet is gone. It's not me.
Hello.
Yeah, you are here. You're here, my bro. We're still with you. Let me message him over the Discord.
Hello.
We can hear you. Maybe
Hello?
your headphones dead? Nah, he can't hear me. I didn't know Krita can be used to create such good illustrations. You can create good illustrations with Krita. Come on. All you need is a brush that works. That's it. So Prasanna, unfortunately, cannot hear me. And I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not about the software, it's about the skills. You can just use MS Paint if you are really good with drawing. You can create magnificent illustrations in MS Paint too. Prasanna, you hear my bro? Ah, shit, he can't hear me. What the hell? Oh no, he can't hear me. Well, I think we're just gonna wait. Anyways, in the meantime, if you guys have any other question, you can just feel free to ask.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay. So when I'm connecting my tablet, audio is not working.
Oh, driver issue. You can just start. So, anyways, you can just start the the gesture drawings. Sorry, not the gesture drawing, the silhouette drawings, and you can talk literally, like people can hear you. And while you wanna talk with me, you can always unplug your tablet. What do you think? I don't think he heard a word that I said. I'll have to type it down. Okay, we are sorted now.
So I usually start with like reddish color or maybe medium gray. So let's see this character. So this was the character you saw on the thumbnail of like live stream. So let's start with this. So while I was designing this character, what I had in mind was a guy with long legs.
Oh shit, his camera's gone as well as audio. What the hell? Oh no, I'll have to tell him that stop. Stop. Your camera and audio both are gone. Yeah, you're back. You're back, Prasanna. But I think your mic is gone. Call him. Yeah, we are talking over the WhatsApp. That's what we are doing. I mean, calling wouldn't help at this moment. We'll just be having our individual conversation while leaving you guys here. So I don't think that works. So this stream is mostly like a um, technically what can I say here? Technical troubleshoot stream rather than actually telling you guys how to make stuff. So there's another link now. Okay, let me try.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Prasanna. Let's go.
Actually, when I'm connecting my tablet, I can't hear you.
No problem. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
can
go.
hear
Let's
you
go.
now.
Let's go. Things are fine.
Now I can't hear you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I will just start it.
Mhm.
So, so for Silhouette, what I do, like, I'm considering that I'm not developing this character right. Like I already developed it, but now I'm considering that it's not yet developed. So what I will try, what will be the flows. Right now I'm working as a Silhouette only. So in second layer, I will add. Like, I had good idea like that there are long legs, head. Maybe there is something fierce, and then I will add one more layer. I will think like what are these shapes. Slowly, we can see. I'm considering his volumes also. Maybe he's wearing a shirt. So right now you can see as I'm converting my silhouette to drawings, I'm not exactly sticking to the silhouette. I'm changing something like maybe the shirt will not work here. So I'm changing a silhouette here. Hands will be little bit curved this way. So I'm changing that. This will be curved this way. So I'm changing that. Right now, I'm just keeping his eyes as a button eyes. So, right now, I will just draw some gestures which I will clean it up little bit. This thing. So let's draw some gestures of this character. So, uh, hello.
Yeah.
Ah, So now I will try to show like different poses of the character and how I approach while designing and like creating a story of the character. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So little bit about this character. So this character is like inspiration of someone I saw in my village. Like I know this guy. So he told me something like his story, how he started his work and something like that. So I thought let's create this character. So that's why I started this character at the first place. So, so when I'm designing it, what I'm thinking. So let's see. So this is the basic. Let me just clear it up a little bit, like what I'm thinking of the head and all that. So let me see. Like, check my reference. Like I'm using right now. So that okay. So, first thing I will try to understand what are his shapes. He has a small cranium, with then a big nose like that. Then there is a mustache, okay, neck, shirt, big hands. Uh, why big hands? Because he's gonna like climb on trees to get coconuts or fruits or something like that. So I was planning to create a big hands for this character. Long neck, legs. Time comes to design poses for this character. What I do, I think like what this character is going to do in the story. So maybe he's traveling from one part of the like one part of the village to another. So what he will do? So he might have a bicycle. So what he do? He's riding a bicycle with one hand, and he has a stick. The bicycle is too wide. So like he's traveling with the bicycle, like he's carrying his stick, which has a as you can see here. So we can see like he has some like weapon, not like weapon, uh, something sharp object attached to it so that he can remove the fruits. Okay. So if you want to clean this up a little bit, what I will do, hello, I'm clear, right?
Yeah. You are clear.
Yeah. Okay. So what I will do, I will draw some poses of this character. Then I will start with like general character, how to start with the character, how to clean. Okay. So I will show how once get this pose, how I clean it. So It will be the same color. So as I know, like there is a head, then he has something on the head, like turban or something like that. And as I know, like I'm a development person, so his nose is bit pointy. So I know all this stuff. Okay, so I know that this kind of shape is what it is. Okay, so I will use that thing right now. Okay, so I will draw his head or improve his gesture. So right now, as I am, maybe this is little rough, but in this rough also there is a gesture to it. Like you can see here, this is the gesture I'm working with. This is the thing like I'm thinking in the back of the mind. Okay, maybe this is not clear on the paper, but this is what I'm thinking. Okay, and slowly I'm changing the places. If I think there is cage here, there's long legs. Maybe I need to learn how to design a bicycle. But I think I think the leg is a bit short, so I'm changing the place again. He has a thick eyebrows. He's gripping. Taking his stick. So this is this is where I slowly clean it up. If I go one more stage to it, so we have this basic gesture now and volume. So I put the black line and clear it up further. The shoulder should be little bit down, so I will change that. This shoulder basically. Maybe a shadow here. Okay, so this is how I will clean up the character. So I will start with this way. Hello, hello.
Hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I will start with like generally how to develop character from
So,
scratch.
so
Yeah.
there's a question like they want to know the brush that you're using. Can you tell us more about it?
Um. Okay. Just a second. The brush is like I'm using the software Krita. Uh, Let me check what is the name of the brush. Okay. I think this one. I will not click on this one again. If I had to change the settings, so I will share what I'm doing with the brush. Okay. As you have the name, you can see the like brush shape. I will show the settings. Okay. For settings, what I'm doing here. Um, this is the generally like when I click, it goes like bigger in size. But usually this start with zero, right? Like when you start, it start with really small and then goes up. But what I like to use, like you can see there is a bit like more area here. So what I'm doing, I don't start with the zero with this brush. It start with this. Even though I don't apply any pressure, it is going this way. But usually what brushes do, they start with really small and then it goes up. So I have this zero, like zero in order, like if there is no pressure, then also it will show some like thickness. This is what I am using it for. Okay.
Yeah, this is wonderful actually. Yeah, yeah. You can go ahead. So, so what's next? Like after this, are you gonna clean up the entire character, or is it gonna be gesture trying? Like, what do you wanna tell next?
Uh, okay. What I will do, I will create one like quick character and we will clean that up. Does that sound good?
Yeah, just to tell you that we'll have around like 20 more minutes left before we start answering the questions, or maybe we'll have to end the stream.
Okay, okay. I will start one. I have some character in mind. Okay. We start it. I think we can done with it in 20 minutes. Okay.
Sure, sure. Let's go.
Okay. So, we start something. Okay. So I have some character like mm, girl character. Uh, what I will give myself. Maybe she's not like lean and all that stuff. Maybe she's bit chubby, chubby, or let's work with these two. Okay. So let's start with the design. Okay. So what I will do, as you know, like when you draw girls, the hip is usually wide. So I will use that. Or maybe I will just start with the character, like what she will be doing in the animation or in the process, like what will be her story. So maybe she is just relaxing. Okay. Maybe there is some time in the story, like she's relaxing, she's not working, something like that. So let's draw her directly relaxing. Okay, I'm not designing a character right now. Let's see how it goes. So I know she's a bit chubby girl. Okay. So mm, maybe she's just relaxing here. Yeah, maybe short legs, something like that. One hand is here. I'll put one more pose for this. relaxing. So what I will do, right now I have no idea of the proportions of this character or something like that. So I will try to understand what she'll be like built of. So what I'm planning, she has hairs. This is just to understand what she's built of. She has a bit of belly, okay, wide waist, then leg, and then feet. But I want to notice that I'm not directly starting with the proportions of the character. I'm starting with the story, like she's relaxing here, okay? And then I'm thinking like what will be her shapes like here. Okay? So let's clean this character. Sorry, I'm going bit. Sorry, I'm going bit fast. I hope it's clear.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm drawing along with you.
Okay. So let's clean this one. Okay. So what I'm considering is here this flow this way, and then go this way. Also, what I'm thinking, these things are not parallel. They have this angle. Okay. So I'm trying to tell you guys like back of the mind what are the things I am thinking as I go further in the like cleanup stage. Okay. First thing this one, then what are the volumes of the character? I'm thinking that these are the volumes. Okay. This is the perspective the leg is coming. This is the perspective. Okay. And one more thing, the ground. Ground is really important. This is the ground. So as you can see, as soon as I made this ground, I saw one mistake in my character. Like the hand is coming quite below. The hand should land here. So that's a huge like whenever you put ground, your drawings are more what is it, believable because you are actually working in the real environment as soon as you add the ground. So if I forgot to add the ground, my hand will be here. It will look wrong, or it will coincide with the line of like hips. So when we sit, hand goes bit behind. So we are seeing from the 3/4 angle. Okay. So these are the things I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the volumes and then slowly work to the head. Still relax. So head is bit tilt. Hand is touching his chin. So his skin might go up this way. Right now I'm drawing his face, just working on the volumes. Okay. You can consider this as a pre-cleanup stage. Work with your clothes. Okay. Now I'll try to define her shape. Let's start with the head. How her hair is going to look. Maybe her hair has a puff. Her skin will pinch here. and there's a tilt in the torso. So torso is not this way; it's bit tilt. There is an angle to it. Okay. Skin squash here, and belly. I'm also adding a form line here. This is a clear overlap here. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do one. We have some time, right?
We still got around like 10 more minutes, 10 15 more minutes.
Okay.
It's
So I
coming out
will.
really well actually, especially holy shit, I had just heard myself. I'm gonna mute you for a minute. So especially that, the cheek that's resting on the shoulder and you can see the squash over there, that's too good actually. If you're wondering how do you get at this point, it's just a shit ton of practice. That's the only way. There's no secret here. There's nothing like some formula that he learned while he was growing up. He just practiced a lot. He sat down and he disciplined himself to just sit down and draw for hours and hours. That's what it is. Yeah, back to you, Prasanna.
Yeah. So what I will do, I will try to clean his head, her head, and maybe her hands, and show like how I will go further. Maybe I will not clean the whole post, but let's see how time goes.
Yeah.
So we have something to work on. Maybe his cut is going bit below that than I thought. So let's keep it here. So even I'm cleaning, I'm not thinking like I have to just use these lines. Like I have to just use these lines. I have no option but to use these lines. But what I'm doing, I'm continuously working on the gesture. Uh, Usually, what the mistake I used to do, I think many of my doing the same thing. Like once you get a line, you clean this line. But this is not exactly what you do in cleanup. You what you say, mm, you still develop the gesture. You still improve the gesture until you clean it up. Like even the final lining, you are improving on the gesture first. You are improving on the rough. You are not using the rough line to clean it up. Okay. Okay. So I will show you like how I'm using these lines to further clarify my character and improve the gesture further, like go more further from it. Like
Yeah.
don't just use same lines. Okay.
So he's fully focused now. I don't think he's gonna talk. So it's just you and him. I mean, you guys can sit down and practice along with it.
Okay. So let's see your head. We will increase the rim size. And considering his tilt of the head. So the head is tilting this way. I draw a cylinder. This is the tilt of the head. Okay? This is a nose, something like that. Maybe not this harsh tilt, but kind of. So what I will do, let's start with the cheek. The cheeks are interacting with the shoulder. So the head overlap here. We see here the tiny nose. The nose will not be exactly at the same place because this will push the nose upwards. Right? So as I'm cleaning, I will continuously check if I'm going correctly by switching off the rough line. And as you can see, I'm using the new lines. I'm not using the old lines. I'm just taking the old lines as a reference for me to clean it up. Maybe her lids are half closed. She's looking like relaxed. I'm continuously checking my drawings are going correctly. Even if okay, eyebrow here. Now one more thing I would like to show you guys. This was the rough I was making. Like this is the head, but right now as I'm cleaning, since this is like I'm doing it quickly, I'm also changing the proportion little bit. Like I'm not using the same head proportion or same hair. Changing a little bit. Like I'm continuously designing it and taking it further. Mhm. Maybe she has a bit of interesting jawline, not like smooth. Maybe she has some curves out the hand now. Hand is pushing up. And one more thing I'm doing here. This is the simple side and this is the complex side. You might know this principle. Like, don't you do this shape is considered as dead and it doesn't look that interesting. Now I'm considering the overlaps here and there is slightly this curve to him. Slight curve, not much. Oh, so all this comes from a lot of light drawings and studies. You can say. Okay. Maybe this hand a little bit bigger. Maybe. And I think there is a stretch here. This is kind of squashing. This is stretching. This is squashing. So these are the principles I'm thinking. Okay. So I will try and add a bit of stretch, like straights. This is a bit of curve here. This is stretch. Okay, one more overlap. Okay, now, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just checking there is nothing. Because once I
No,
start drawing,
everything is smooth. Everything is smooth. You can just,
yeah.
if anything goes wrong, I'll message you over the WhatsApp.
Okay, okay, thanks. So in rough, as you can see, the perspective is not going correctly. Maybe I need to keep it here a bit. Keep it ready. This will come down. So these are the things I'm thinking clean up. So what I will do, maybe she has tiny legs, not these big. Okay? So it doesn't look good. So I will change it. Right now I'm not using the rough at all. I'm just using the direct cleaner. Now I'm seeing the more mistakes here as I'm checking out the rough. We are seeing this leg from 3/4 angle, but we are seeing this legs from profile. Okay, you have to consider that. So you see his main like side of the foot. So I have maybe a bit of shadow here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clean it in this step. I hope it's clear, like what my process is.
Yeah, this is good so far. Actually, somebody even created the same gesture and posted it on Discord. I think what's the name? What's the name? I think Ravi. That's the name I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Ravi
great.
Gupta. So you're gonna color it now, or is it gonna be there's gonna be next stage of cleaning up?
No, I'm not going to clean it up more,
Hmm.
like not color it. Maybe we can do some, mm, add some clothes, more clothes, like just to see how it works. Okay.
Right, or we can take some questions because it's nearly the end of the stream, and there are some questions that people want to ask. Like one of the question that seems kind of interesting to me is asked by Lone Kim, and the question is: as a beginner illustrator, I want to know how to maintain the character height. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So this happens with me as well. Whenever I'm too logged in making the face and the torso that I never think about the legs. Right. So it used to happen to me, and when the time arrives that I have to design the entire character along with the legs, it kind of just starts to fall apart. It doesn't look like anatomically correct. So what would you suggest here? The person should do in order to maintain the proper proportions when they're making the full character.
Okay. So for this question, I will use my like other character. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that will be
Mm-hmm.
okay. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So like draw, like it will be more clear, right?
Sure, sure, you can.
Yeah, I will use this one character. So, sorry, what's the name of the guy?
Lone Kim.
Okay, so lone. Sorry, I can't.
Kim, you can say
Okay, so
Kim.
lone wolf maybe. Uh, I will use this character to explain your question. So your question was about
Should I repeat it again?
like how to maintain the length and proportion, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So even this character, he has big legs. You can see. So whenever I like crouching, maybe if he's crouching, I am considering all his volumes, and I'm thinking like whenever he crouches, this is the line, right? So I'm transferring this line. I'm considering we are doing like same height right now. This is bit easy. So if I'm translating this line to here, just see like is this line working? Okay. Once you see this line is working, maybe I see like leg need to be more longer. I will change the line like this. So consider it's a simple line of the character first. And one more thing, maybe it sounds like obvious, but you have to first understand like what your character is made of. Like maybe this circle, then there is a gap here. Like this is the flexible part. This is rigid part. So you have to understand the character and then see what are the proportion. Like this is kind of more than half. So this is half. This is bit bigger than this. Okay. So this is small. This is big, like long. Okay. So whenever I'm posing the character, I'm considering these things. We have this shape here. We have long legs, okay, hands, even in the another what you say in front pose. using the same. I'm drawing the lines first, like see if this is working, and then I'm adding the like more volume to it. So first thing, as I said, remember what are the proportions of the character, like, and when you change the proportion, like not exactly change, when you bend the characters, this is stretch and squash. Remember this, because if you don't do that, this will elongate. So when you stretch, this goes in. So this is the time where proportion change a bit. Remember that. What are the length of the hands? Maybe stretching. Start with the gesture and see. It doesn't feel longer. Make it longer first. And constantly check with your like decided character. Because if you continuously draw the character and doesn't finalize one character, you might get confused with like what are the proportions. So right now I have something in mind like reference. So I'm considering it like seeing this one and then checking is it working here? Is it working here? Or you can say this is the leg, and then if I bend it, how does it feel? Does it feel like this leg is coming here? Or if I elongate it, this doesn't feel like the same leg, right? This is a bit longer. So you can use this technique also. This is how you can see your proportions and length of the character. Once you know what height the character is. Check. So it's like animation. You see like, is it translating here? So is it here?
Yeah, it is. I think there's. Um, I'm not like. I hope. I mean, if they don't understand, they can ask again. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you
we'll
don't
take the.
understand.
Yeah, we'll take the last question now because, anyways, it's time to end the stream. Um there's one more question, a good one, which says, "Do you think about the story while creating the character, or do you think it is important to think about the story when making the character?"
Actually, yes. Okay. Actually, yes. I think about the story. Uh, Whenever I start the character, there is something going in my mind, like what this character going to be doing, or what is his past, or maybe what he loves. Like, I will give you one example. Okay, I will use this example only. And you can see this character. So in this character, I was thinking he's using the slingshot, right? So even if he is sleeping, I was designing this post. He will have like the slingshot close to him, maybe in his pocket or maybe close to him. So that's what I was thinking. Like this comes from the story. Okay, uh, like whenever designing this character, like I remember I was posing myself like this character and like doing things like jumping and all that stuff to understand what he's doing and what he will be doing, what his goals like in the animation. What we saw, he was shooting the monkey, something like that. So these are the small goals I was having. That's how I get the more poses, like what he'll be doing. Because if you don't have anything like story, how will you get a poses? Then you get a poses which are really stiff, like he's standing, then he's sitting, then he's picking up something, which are not like going with the story. But once you have a story, you get poses uh, like he's shooting, or he's running, or he's looking angry, or he's just relaxing. That's how you get new poses and the story further, like story is developed further. Okay.
Yeah, so
So
it's like if you have a story for the character, it start to look like much believable character that can exist in real life. Otherwise, it will just look like an empty shell, with a few poses, just like a AI generated character.
yeah, you can see that. So that's why always start with the story. It will help the like the journey of the character, and it will make it more believable. Okay.
Right. So, Prasanna, we are at the end of the stream. Now, do you wanna Do you have any plans for taking up the workshop, or do you have any classes going on, or do you even teach? Like, how is it? If it is so, do let everyone know, right? How it's gonna be? How can they reach you for the classes or anything?
Okay, sure, sure. So I have few plans, like maybe not exactly for character design. For character design comes later. First comes the gesture. So I might be I might be planning some gesture design classes or workshop where I'll be working or showing you guys how the gesture works and what are the basics and how to translate the gesture to character design. Because what you are seeing right now, it doesn't come directly. There is a lot of stuff behind it. Uh, like I will show you. Just a second. Mm, For example, why I'm showing you this to need to understand what goes behind all these poses. Okay. Why gesture is important. That's what I'm trying to explain you. So for these poses, you can see this is the character in the slingshot. These are the poses. For these poses, uh, is it clear, right? Look, hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So for developing these types of poses, you need a lot of background, like background of gesture drawing and what we say human anatomy. So
Mm-hmm.
for these single poses, I have to draw these many things, like how the pose will be. So that is the importance of gesture. So right now you are just seeing the result of the gesture or the application. But first we have to learn the gesture and like small things like how body works. So that's why I'm planning to take some gesture drawing workshop, something like that in future. Or maybe effects sometimes. Effects or more character design. That's it.
So, anyways, if it ever happens that Prasanna launches his own classes or he's about to take a workshop, we'll let you know, guys. Yeah, you can always find that workshop details on our Discord. We'll post it there, and from there you can always reach out to him. Otherwise, you know his Instagram account. It's in the description here, and you can follow him and keep following him for any sort of updates that he has on the course, right? And I think that's it for the stream, tonight's stream. And I thank you, Prasanna, for being here and teaching us the gesture drawings and the character designs. And I thank you all, guys, to be here and being a good audience. And I hope you learned a lot from this stream.